kept his log, stardate 49045.2. The crew's shore leave at Starbase 61 ended more abruptly than anyone anticipated. Klingon military exercise near the station resulted in some kind of pole-run piece that knocked out power across the entire facility. Every ship in dock went dark simultaneously. Commander Kane and his engineer team worked through the night to restore our systems. Were fully operational, though the station itself won't be back to full capacity for another week. While the Klingons intended to hit the station, or Sylvie didn't care about collateral damage, the timing sends a clear message that the Empire's new priorities after withdrawing from the Kingdom are courts. The quadrant is shifting beneath our feet. The Klingons had declared war on the Cardassian Union, claiming Dominion infiltration of their government. Captain Sisko's rescue of the Cardassian officials, and later brought to Deep Space Nine, drew a Klingon attack on the station, and now the Federation has denounced the invasion, but stopped short of any meaningful action. I've seen this kind of political piracy before during my intelligence days. Everyone positioned carefully, avoiding commitments until the situation has resolved itself. Except situations like this don't resolve themselves. Our new orders reflect Surfy's concern about the conflict spreading. We are to patrol Sector Delta 1 Alpha in the Rolar region, watching for any signs of the war spilling into Federation space or threatening our shipping lines. What was once routine cart escort now carries the risk of stumbling into a war zone. I have briefed the senior staff on maintaining strict neutrality unless Federation citizens or assets are directly threatened. And Lieutenant Commander Rix has already started running combat drills. Starfleet saw fit to outfit us with quantum torpedoes during our layover. The Akatsuki is an exploration vessel, not a warship, but Somewhat Command clearly believes we may need the extra firepower. We'll do what we must to keep peace in our sector. End log.
All right. So that kind of lays out the politicalness of what is going on. I think I will go to the star map really quick just to show you guys where you're activating at, or where your patrol sector is. I'm sure none of these ships are probably in their proper place. We haven't updated this map, but you guys are going to be down here.
Off of the Rolar Nebula.
Yep. And then I know these sector names probably mean nothing to you, so I'll just show you really quick. So this is the sector, the Rolar sector. This square is D. You could kind of see the lettering, A, B, C, D. So the y-axis is basically your letters. The x-axis is your numbers, and then there's a secondary number for the z-axis. So D1A, I think I have you at, is here. So if we were to make a cube out of this sector, you guys would probably be like toward the top of the box in the low in the in the corner kind of. So then like A, B, C, or D for the second number would be like top to bottom, so to speak. It's hard to represent 3D space on a 2D map, but hopefully that's a good enough explanation.
So our curtains are 1D, Roman numeral 4, effectively.
Um, we did Y first, just because it makes more sense. So it'd be
Oh.
D1A. Something like that.
Ah.
The idea was to, like if you hear something referred to from like, sector C2, you'd kind of get the idea of where it's at. So that's kind of like how the GMs decided to name all this.
Actually, quick housekeeping question. Do I still need to be strapping Kane and Rix to one of my med beds to torment them to purge them of the Aphrodite's lament thing?
Yes.
Okay. Kane, you want to get your next treatment of that done today?
Absolutely, I do.
All right, so we'll head to sick bay. If I could find where the sick bay. Yeah, and then so like I said, there's going to be about 16 days of repairing your ship after the last engagement, and then travel time and whatnot. So if there's any other scenes you guys would like to do, let me know. But we'll do this, and then I got to figure out what I said the role was going to be for. I have to check notes because I don't remember. So I'll give you guys the floor for RP.
Come on in. It's sick bay. It's not going to bite you. Lieutenant Commander Kane.
There we go. Doctor,
Door troubles?
might have to send a team up here to check it out, I guess. Psychopath and Green Girl. Kial, how are you doing today?
Kane, I do extend you and your staff the honor of being addressed by your proper names. Please give the same courtesy to mine.
Of course, Doctor. Apologies, I have to admit I'm not really looking forward to this.
None of the crew have been, but at least you're the most compliant one. I've had to track down a few of the others.
Well,
That
let's just
said, with the shore leave, we are a bit behind schedule. So if you want to hop up, I can get your next treatment through you, and hopefully we can get the rest of this thing out of your system after that.
Gladly, Doctor. Let's just say I've never wanted to be rid of the need to annoy Rix as much as now. So, do your worst.
Well, we try not to do that. I have updated the concoction, so it does have a mild paralytic. You shouldn't flail about nearly as much.
Thank you.
We figured it was a good precaution to keep anyone from injuring themselves by accident, and it's less work for the bed's built-in restraining field.
Did you add any painkiller or anything?
It's supposed to be in the mix already.
Okay. Okay, well, let's do this.
All right. And I'll take the hypo, hold it up to his neck, and stop for a second. Y'all, you did include the painkiller in this mixture, correct?
Yes, I indeed did, Doctor.
Okay. This time it should hurt far less. And I inject him in the neck.
Pardon me a second. I'm trying to find what I used for the roll last time. I just don't remember what it was because I don't think I ever wrote it down. What I made you roll. You don't happen to remember what I made you roll, did you?
I
I
think
want
it's
to
like
say
fitness medicine or fitness security. Or actually, wait, is this my role?
my role or the patient's role.
Potentially both.
I know Kane was rolling something with fitness, and you let him use his survival.
Correct.
I don't remember which discipline you told him to use.
Okay.
Probably fitness medicine, but
That sounds right.
yeah.
That's what I'm seeing. Um, so I guess my question is did I make the doctor roll anything? And it kind of sounds like I didn't.
Captain thinks it was Kane's role.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
And the difficulty was the strength of the Aphrodite's lament still in his system. So
Yeah,
I
which
want
I
to say
believe
you have a
is
difficulty this time.
2. Yeah.
2.
Yeah, I'll let doctor assist. But yeah, Kane, this will be your fitness medicine. Difficulty of 2.
And I'm assuming I'm doing something like control medicine since I was putting together the injection.
Yeah. I will have a complication range of 2 though, because I'm looking at the notes and I think complication range was increased for this as well.
Okay. Survival for focus.
Yep.
Alrighty. Take a threat.
Do enjoy threat this early.
I don't think
Well,
I actually.
damn it.
Well, I did say doctor can assist, so
Sure.
Whoops! I rolled too many.
Well,
Doesn't matter.
I'll take
Neither
the
of them
first
were a
one.
success. Also, none of our rolls are showing up on the chat window. Oh, there it is. Never mind.
About to say I see him. Roll stand.
I think it has to.
Okay. Doctor, you ingest Mr. Kane with your cure concoction. However, this time you notice that the disease is a lot more resistant to the treatment than it has been. And Kane, you could probably roleplay a lot of pain in the body as you feel it start to attack your joints and such.
So since there was a paralytic added to this, Kane is going to be unable to move very much. He is going to grit his teeth and his eyes are going to go wide. And just look at the doctor in panic. So, yeah, I mean, if we can do success at cost, I think that makes sense.
All right, so here's what the success at cost will be. So it'll be up to you to take it or not. What I was thinking is that we could lower your Aphrodite's lament or whatever the fuck it's called. As I get us demonetized within the first 5 minutes. But for the rest of this session, you are going to have a increased complication range that I'm probably going to spend threat to make increase the potency. So I'm thinking a complication range of 3 on all your tasks.
Got it. Huh. So if I don't take this deal, what's the downside?
You'd just be stuck with it.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, it hasn't recently caused me issues. So yeah, I mean, I think I'll just keep it.
In fairness, you've been on shore leave and not in close proximity to Ricks in a while.
That is fair. Very true. Might be fun to annoy Rex a little bit more.
So you're gonna take the failure?
Gonna take the failure.
All right. You do got to role play the pain out though. Otherwise, I spent threat.
Got it. Oh God! Oh,
Well, so far, normal reaction.
oh, doctor! Oh,
Hmm.
I'm gonna kill you! Oh. Just staring at the doctor, wide-eyed.
Be watching my tricorder and waving the probe over his body. It's like, okay, paralytic is blocking part of the protein exchange. That's a problem. Okay. Kel, we'll have to create a new batch without the paralytic in it. It's interfering with the breakdown process.
Oh.
Sorry about this, Commander. Experimental medicine. There's always setbacks that we try to control.
Oh, what the hell, doctor? Oh God! Yeah, Kane is just like wild-eyed panic at this point.
Well, Holden, I'm going to give you two options. I can knock you out for a while, and you can coast through the worst of it unconscious, or I can activate the restraining field and give you something to bite down on. Which would you prefer?
He'll barely hold up the number one.
Unconscious it is.
Figure. Yep.
No.
Zonk me out.
Move over. Swap out some stuff in a hypo spray. Come back. All right. This isn't an anesthetic. This is neural suppression. You're going to be out. No dreams. And jab him in the arm.
Wait a minute. I have hyperspray sound.
If you've got a macro for that, I would love to put it on my quick bar.
Is it in the soundboard?
I don't know.
I mean, it's on my soundboard. I don't know what your guys' soundboard looks like.
I don't
Like,
think
I don't know
have
if
it.
I have it because I'm GM or.
I think you have it because you're GM, because all I see are playlists. And as
I
far
know
as
in the
macros,
I know in the music note on the very bottom there'll be a little thing that says soundboard by Mulinet. But like I said, I don't know what your guys' look like.
don't have a musical note at the very bottom other than just the one that says playlist.
Yeah, it's in that. And then in the bottom of that screen is the soundboard.
I have door chime, door open, comm badge, and replicator.
Ah, okay.
And the duck.
The who? Where did that come from? I don't even have the duck. See, because I mean, in mine, I got like the hail beep. I have the Q flash, computer error, red alert. Warp exit replicator. Maybe we'll look into adding it. After this game, though, I might have to look into something if you fail this roll, I think. I have to look into it. Oh, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, like a sad
Is there,
trumpet noise.
all right, is there any other role play you guys would like to do?
Offhand. Until Rick shows up, and then I get to strap him down as well.
Oh, was there anything else, Doctor? All I heard was offhand before I
Oh,
have
I
to
said
strip
not
it.
offhand,
Oh,
until
okay.
Rex gets here, and then I'll be strapping him to one of my tables as well.
I
But
must have missed that. Not.
yeah, Kane also will have the modifier of comatose for a little while.
Just blissfully blank for the next little while.
All right. But yeah, any other role plays?
Oh yeah, one thing that I need to do first. Sick bay to the bridge. Commander Kane's most recent treatment has gone a bit awry, so I've put him in a coma. It should last the next 6 or so hours. Then I guess Mahawk will answer back. Understood, Doctor. Bridge out.
Oh, Captain's AFK. That's why.
Alright, now I'm done.
All right. Guess we'll head to the bridge and then wait for the captain to come. All right. Yep, Rick is not here yet. All right, I think that's everyone on the bridge now. Am I forgetting anybody? All right. So I think we'll allow for a little bit of RP on the bridge before we get into the crux of the episode, I think.
We've completed all repairs since the Klingon attack,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and you guys have probably just got to station, probably started your patrol maybe a few hours ago, blah 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 blah.
Max will stand up, turn to face the captain. Captain, with the chief engineer currently in a comatose state, I will report to engineering and oversee operations there. Do you have any need of me on the bridge?
If you feel that's necessary, then permission granted.
We have completed the ship's repairs from the Klingon attack, but I still have concerns that some of the finer details may still need to be smoothed over.
Understood?
You know where I will be if I am required.
I think Assistant Chief Engineer would be a question for Kane.
That
It's a
is
very good
true.
question. I don't think he trusts anyone to be assistant chief engineer.
I was about to say this is less Kane assigning somebody that role and more just, yeah, who should be that role. Let's see here.
I still think it should be Gardner.
Honestly, yeah.
Well, Gardner's enlisted.
I was about to say.
So is Chief O'Brien.
Fair. Do we have anybody above an ensign? Nope, Deck is ensign. Atala, lieutenants.
Amelia is a lieutenant junior grade.
True. Her and Katala are the same rank. Let's look at their traits.
May also has more activations than Katala, it looks like.
Got it. Yeah, let's go, May.
Okay, so Mahawk went to engineering or something?
Correct. I didn't
Okay.
want to have to end up talking to myself by accident.
All right. Right. Any other free roleplay we want on the bridge, or shall we jump into it?
Jump in.
Eric will chime up. Arthur, you're glad to be back in deep space already?
Well, I do enjoy a vacation. This is where I feel at home.
I heard scuttlebutt that you had to do a rescue while you were on vacation.
Yes, I don't know why I thought a winter expedition to the woods would be relaxing, but I'm a sucker for punishment. I'm just glad I was there when I was and was able to help.
Wrong place, wrong time, or right place, right time?
Exactly.
Terrell, where'd you go for your downtime?
I spent my downtime in a library and a botany garden.
Ah, grow anything interesting?
No, not yet. I'm working on it.
All right, Captain. What about you?
I was on Earth.
Haven't actually been there yet. Anything interesting?
Well, if you enjoy water and the hot sun, there are a few spots on Earth I think are enjoyable.
I guess that's something.
And Alaska's quite nice too.
Alaska. Isn't that where you went, Arthur?
I was in Labrador.
Labrador. I thought that was a dog.
So I've been told.
Yeah.
Status report.
Right. Gonna need someone to give me a reason or insight science difficulty 1, assisted by ship sensor science.
It's like a
Oh
great
well.
job for our science officer.
Reason science. Take sensor ups for focus.
Yep.
And just 2 days, right?
Unless you want to roll more.
Take a fit. I'll roll 3.
Yeah, someone just grab the ship. There we go. Jeez.
All of it. All the momentum.
So you're maxed with a float then?
Captain, I'm detecting a gravity distortion at bearing 214 Mark 58. The distance is 2.4 million kilometers. Fluctuating gravitational field strength 0.7 to 1.8 standard G. It's also cycling irregularly, distortions affecting local spacetime in approximately 500,000 km radius. No correlating stellar bodies, black holes, or natural phenomenon on sensors.
Gravity out of nowhere? Could it be a rogue black hole we haven't charted before?
Could be a space-time distortion. Halberdis, all stop.
It's usually accompanied by
I'll stop,
chronotons and
Captain.
tachyons.
Is there any other visible particles being emitted from the distortion?
I'll answer for her because she went AFK to investigate who the fuck's being an asshole. Nothing on sensors, Captain. Because they're being really obnoxiously loud.
Tactical, prepare a Class 9 probe.
Captain. Button pressing noises. Probe ready, Captain.
All right. I think I'll make this for either 2 momentum or I could give you a roll. Create the trait or whatever.
To just launch a probe.
Yeah, because I think it's like launching a torpedo almost. I think. Trait creation.
I'll make the roll.
All right, this will probably be control security. We'll just make it difficulty 2, assisted by the ship's weapon science, I think. Don't get to use that one often.
No, we don't. All right. Targeting systems is a focus.
Um, yeah, probably.
Okay. And I'll give you a threat for bold.
I do enjoy more threat.
Firing torpedo.
All right, just need weapon science, and then you do have a reroll if you wish.
Oh, I am completely re-rolling that 20.
God. So this was diff 2. There's 5 successes, so you got 3 float. Oh, and
You
don't
said.
forget to activate them.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. You said this is trait creation.
Yeah.
Uh, spend 2 of the float to increase the intensity by 1.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with the other float. Could I add vicious to the probe or something? I don't know. I guess that last float has to drift.
Okay. All right, I'll send you something. If I can find where you're at.
Sir, probes are detecting an unknown option. We're about to have sensor visuals on screen. Sir, we're apparently in the presence of an oddly shaped football.
Is that a Dyson sphere?
I wouldn't call it a sphere.
I can use your float to answer its size.
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
If I can find where the fuck it is. Sorry if I'm swearing a lot more than normal. Noisy neighbors piss me off. We've had a lot of new people move in, and they're young and ignorant people. So they just sit outside and party with loud, crappy music all day and night. Uh, why did I delete this section? I think I remember it.
It's a little small to be a Dyson sphere, Captain. It's only got a diameter of about 1,600 meters.
Oh, sorry. That is the full diameter. Sorry, I wrote the
Oh,
wrong
you
thing.
said radius, so
Yeah, I realized that.
800-meter diameter, Captain. Uh, a large space station?
It's an awful large gravitational field for a station of that size.
Mhm.
Open healing frequencies. See if anyone's home.
Yes. Opening ailing frequencies. Nothing, Captain. No response.
Any life signs on board?
I'll look up at the science officer with a kind of a what you got there look.
I'll send you something.
Captain, active scans can penetrate only 12 meters into the hull.
Any docking ports?
Captain, there might be a few spaces where I think there might be a few.
Hey, Carol, check and see if there's anything that's not subspace radio. Look for amplitude modulation or frequency modulation on EM frequencies.
There's nothing like that out there. I'm not
Hmm,
picking anything up.
worth a try.
I agree.
Does there appear to be damage on the outer hull of that object?
Scanning.
Give me an insight engineering difficulty of 2. Assisted by sensors engineering.
Observation is a focus.
Yes. Taking a
And you
chance,
said
rolling 2 dice, and you got it.
you said sensor engineering for the ship.
Yeah, I think so. I believe you have event sensors, so it's still 2.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, you guys have event sensors?
yeah.
Alright, you have a float. I'm gonna give you some info for you to play with.
Doesn't look like any kind of combat damage, Captain. Looks like it's micrometeorite hits, natural degradation. It's old. Isotope analysis seems to suggest it's about 50 to 80,000 years old. Uh, some kind of titanium duranium alloy mixed with a crystalline lattice structure. No power source, no warp signature, nothing indicates power, and no match in the Federation database. If you'd like, Captain, I can go walk over and knock.
Like Commander Solak knocks on the front door of a Orion Syndicate and says Girl Scout cookies.
Something like that.
Still can't believe he did that.
That was a beautiful moment.
Ensign, how far are one of those docking winches? Is there big enough for a shuttle to dock?
I would think so, Captain, of course.
Bridge engineering?
Go ahead, Captain.
Twin Hawk, go inform sickbay, see if Commander King is available. I will need you to report to the bridge.
Understood, Captain. I will be there momentarily.
Ensign, is the object moving or is it stationary?
Stationary.
It's stationary, Captain.
Any unusual emissions that the object is emitting?
Nothing we can detect, Captain. No shields, no life signs. Nothing. Except for that.
I'm just waiting on the status of Commander King. But it's going to be an away team.
Sick bay to the bridge.
Go ahead.
Commander Mahawk is requesting that we wake up Lieutenant Commander Kane.
Yes.
I can do that, but he'll still be in some pain when I bring him around.
Then I would hope certain pain medication help alleviate that will be in order,
Give
doctor.
him our best I believe I can give him our best anti-inflammatory. I just don't know how well it will work. He's doing the detox from the Aphrodite chemical.
Is he fit for duty?
I'll ask him. And the doctor will wake Commander Kane.
Oh God! Oh God! What the hell?
Focus, focus. We've, according to the commander, encountered something in space. An away team is being formed.
My God! How long was I out?
At this point, 3 hours.
This is like the worst hangover I've ever had.
I can
Oh my
imagine.
God.
And I'm gonna hypo spray him with an anti-inflammatory and hand him a bottle of water. It's like, this should help with alleviate some of the joint pain. Captain wants you on the bridge.
Oh
if you
God.
think you're fit.
Doctor, give me a control medicine. I'm going to make this a difficulty 0, but a complication 3.
Ooh. You said control medicine?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have any focuses that apply here?
Let me look. Nah.
Okay. I will buy a die with momentum for cautious and patient.
Nice.
All right. You have 2 float.
What was I rolling for?
Just see if
To
there's
see if the
complications.
medication works?
Just see if there's any complications with the pain treatment. But yeah, it's a miracle concoction, Kane. You're mostly out of pain.
Oh.
I'll spend 2 for that exact trait. Mostly out of pain.
Oh God. Man. What was in that second one?
The bottle of water?
No, I feel pretty good, actually. Is there a way to get a store of that? Maybe stash it in engineering, just in case?
Not if you want your liver function to stay normal.
Sounds important.
It can be.
Okay, well, so Captain needs me?
Captain needs you on the bridge.
Alrighty. Well, if the captain wants it, the captain gets it. Kane's gonna bounce up. He's gonna cup his head a little bit. He's gonna look around and just kind of shrug, not thank anybody. But he's walking out. He's gonna say, "Good seeing you, Kiel." And yeah, he'll wink at her as he opens the door and heads up to the bridge.
Well, at least you got your name right this time.
Keel just raises an eyebrow.
An impressive structure, Captain.
What's curious is keeps emitting these gravitational distortions.
Commander Kane, how are you feeling?
Pretty good, Commander. All things considered. Man, everybody just looks so nice today, so attractive. Captain, the doctor said that you needed me. He'll be looking around.
On screen, you'll probably see the object.
What the hell is that? He'll point at the screen.
That is what we will be endeavoring to find out, Commander.
Oh god, this is an away team mission, isn't it?
You have surmised correctly.
Alrighty, well, I'm going to stop by the replicator and make sure I have some aspirin on hand, I guess. Alrighty. We going over?
Meet us in the shuttle bay, Commander. And make sure you bring an environmental suit plus your engineering kit.
Yes, ma'am.
Ensign Terrell, please accompany the captain.
Yes, sir.
And
I
Mahak,
assume,
the
Captain,
bridge is
you wish
yours.
me to remain as expected. Be careful, Captain. I am not ready for the center chair.
I'll be careful. It's an Arthan. You're with us. And let's bring the doctor as well. She'll tap her comm badge. Captain Kier to Dr. Valen.
Sickbay, go ahead.
Doctor, would you care to stretch your space legs?
Are we going EVA?
No, we're taking a shuttle over there, but
Oh, that
your
sounds fine to
environmental
me.
suit will... Sit
I'll
up,
meet
Doctor.
you in the shuttle bay, Captain. Mahawk will chime in. I will have Mr. Ricks meet you there.
She nods.
Right. What kind of shuttle we taking over?
You know what? Let's take the Aero Shuttle, because I think it actually has a med bed on it.
And it did just get a tune-up. And Perone is joining us.
Leftovers from last time. Then I need to throw a doctor in there and a cane. There they are. Rix is off taking a nap.
Late, Captain. I went to the Shuttle Bay 1.
Apologies. Thought it might be better to take the Aero Shuttle for this one.
Oh, no, no. It's fine. I've never actually gotten to fly in this thing before. Should be fascinating.
All right, Ensign. Take us out.
Aye, Captain.
All right. The Aero Shuttle will take off, and you start to approach the object that I believe I said was like. As far as did I say this was away? 2.4 million kilometers. You decided to take the Aero Shuttle. As you guys get closer, I'll send you some data, Arthur.
Captain, our navigation computer is compensating for the gravitational interference. We'll have to make minor course corrections to maintain our heading, but currently our warp field is stable at 96%.
Planet Kane, can you adjust the Aero Shuttle's structural or structure integrity field to confiscate for the turbulence?
Let's see what I can do, Captain. Kane will crack his knuckles and get to adjusting.
Give me a control engineering difficulty of 2.
Righty.
And then Arthur, give me a daring con difficulty 1, complication 2 to make those course adjustments.
Alrighty. Take a threat. Actually, what's up? Nope, never mind. Okay, take a threat.
Right. As you adjust the structural integrity field, the shaking of the ship becomes less. You have a flute.
He's gonna. Well, actually, could I use that float to reinforce Arthan's role? To like support his navigational equipment on the ship.
Sure. Uh, I used the float and one momentum and cut the complication.
Sorry, what's my role again?
Diff 1 Comp 2. Daring Con. Unless Kane spends some momentum here.
Small craft for focus.
Yep.
Take a thread.
And then this will be assisted by the ship's engines con. You have another float.
Yeah, I don't have any ideas. I assume we're piloting safely.
Yep. All right. It does take you a good amount of time to traverse the 2.4 million kilometers, but you eventually get to within, we'll call it close range of the station. Oh, did I never add that in?
There he is. There's Rix.
Hello, guys.
Oh,
Right. Rick's just catch you up very quickly. The ship detected gravitational distortions. Sensor probes were sent out. They located this object just floating in space, and you are currently on the Aero shuttle heading toward it.
Okay.
Right. So you guys are probably within close range now. So I'll leave the floor to you.
Kane will turn to Rix, who he presumes is walking out from his nap. Hey, sunshine. Did you get some good sleep?
What's our status? Completely ignores Kane.
We're currently heading to a unknown, very large object. Appears to be stationary. It's emitting several gravimetric distortion waves, and we're doing what we do. Commander, we're investigating.
I'll boost power to structure integrity. Make sure that we're prepared for whatever's coming.
Commander Keen is already taking care of that.
The Rix just silently sits at a. I don't know. Doesn't appear to be any space left, so probably takes
Oh,
on a
there's
console
the
at
chair
the
right
back.
here by a console, but yeah.
Kane is going to get up from his console. Go back, assuming towards the boardroom. Computer, black coffee, hot. Don't know if that sound
Make
went
two.
through.
I heard 2 of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
I played it once and then apparently you did. You guys have replicator access?
Yes, we do.
Yep.
Excellent. And then I don't need to make it.
Kane's just gonna walk up to Rex, hand him a coffee.
No, thank you.
Kane will set both of them because he heard 2 replicator sounds. He'll set it down next to Rex. You might need this, buddy.
I do not
Wouldn't
drink
want you to,
coffee.
wouldn't want you to fall asleep again.
I do not
All
drink
right.
coffee, as you well know.
Oh, I just figured. You do seem very sleepy lately. Back to work. And then Kane is I think his token is rubber banding now, I guess. But he's gonna go back to his station.
That's odd. I'm not seeing it do that.
If you reload Foundry, it solves the problem, at least in the short term. That's what I did.
Got it. Yeah. There it is. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so Kane will go back to his station.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
The doctor has his medical shotgun laid out on the bio bed before him, and he's loading it up with tranquilizer rounds.
And Santorel, see if you can find us a place to park.
Yes, Captain.
Give me an insight science difficulty of 2. This is by Aero Shuttle Sensor Science.
Sensor ups.
Yep.
Gonna use a momentum. All right, Captain. It looks like I was able to find a suitable place for us to land. It should be just a few more minutes before we see it.
Ensign Arth, Ensign Arthen, you heard the lady?
Initiating
sh-
docking procedure.
It should be a rather smooth landing as well.
Now,
Right.
are we just landing on the surface, or are we actually docking to a docking port?
Docking.
Oh, okay.
Okay, give me a controller daring con. Let's make this a difficulty 2 and have all this lovely threat complication 2.
Comp
Difficulty 2,
two.
comp 2.
Yep.
Small craft for focus.
Yes.
Take a threat. Holy crap. Oh,
Ouch.
I will re-roll one. Do I get an assist from the ship?
As long as you get a success.
Bruh. Uh,
We all crash and die.
I guess can I spend my determination on the value a true pilot trusts their instincts?
Yeah.
Guess he's gonna let the force take over on this one. All right. Determination spent on my second roll. That's always a good start. Oh, I accidentally put comp range 3,
It's fine.
but it's all good. Okay, that's a little bit better.
Just need the arrow shuttle now.
What's it rolling?
Engine's gone.
Engine's gone. Got it.
All right. I'll just narrate the funniness of this. So Arthur's piloting toward the docking clamp, and those of you in the front, you start to notice that he seems to be drifting pretty far to one side to where it looks like the docking clamp will not engage. And he seems to be coming in at an incredibly fast rate of speed.
I feel like we're
Just
doing
as you
the
all
Galaxy Quest where we're all just angling our heads as we're looking at the view screen.
just as you all start to get a little nervous, Arthur gives a little smirk as he whips the shuttle around at the last second and comfortably docks in the side of the stage of the object.
He'll kind of wipe the sweat from his brow and say, just as I was planning it in my head.
Did we forget to take into account the variable gravity?
No, no, no. I had it all figured out. Captain, the docking clamps are secure.
Good job, Ensign. Grenadier, if you could please check the docking seals. Everyone else, get suit up.
Yes, ma'am. And uh, where's this thing actually dock?
I think there's a door here.
Kane will inspect the seals.
All right. Kane, I'm going to send you something. As I'm sure this is going to be part of your seal checks.
Huh. Captain, detecting on the other side of the seal, nitrogen, oxygen atmosphere, approximately 20% oxygen, Pressure is Earth standard, 18 Celsius temperature throughout the station. Air quality completely clean. Looks like the life support systems have been functioning after tens of thousands of years. Perfect atmosphere.
That's interesting.
As a precaution, let's continue using EVA suits.
Yes, ma'am.
Of course. Yeah, Kane will go and suit up with the rest.
All right, after a short time, you all get suited up in your EVA suits. All right, just let me know what you guys are doing.
I guess we're queuing up at the door.
Rick's is gonna take a Type 3 rifle.
Ooh, I get threat for that, don't
Yes, you do.
I? One.
I believe so.
All right, believe you guys are all in your EVA suits around the door, I believe is what I was last told.
Yep.
Rix is carrying his Type 3. Uh, Doctor, you said you're taking your medical shotgun.
Oh yes. Ever since dropping onto that Cardassian station, he's been in love. But I also have the standard issue Type 1 with me.
Yeah, if everything's good, we'll proceed on to the station.
All right, who is going first?
Rick's will take point.
All right.
The doctor will go in behind Rix.
All right, we'll enter new scene territory here. So I'll drop you the momentum. All right, Rix, as you open the door, this is what. And Rix, as soon as you step through the hatch, you start to float as there's a lack of gravity. You guys are able to see the scene, right?
It's I
Oh
can
shit.
see my token, but it's the rest is black.
Okay, hold on. I gotta adjust something here. I might have put the wrong thing.
Yep.
Can you see it now?
Yep.
All right, let me make sure I did that for all the scenes. Okay, Rix, give me a control con difficulty 2.
Okay. Grab a momentum. Ooh.
All right, gain it back. All right, Rix, you feel yourself start to lift off the ground, but before you're able to get too far, you engage your suit's magnetic oh,
Boots.
what are those called? Yeah, your magnetic boot, and you slowly fall back to the ground, and you hear the thoop, thoop of them engaging on the metal on the bottom.
So just to get my bearing, this is looking forward in this
Yes.
whatever
Yeah.
corridor this is. Yeah. Cool.
Yes.
Uh, what do I reckon these things at the sides are?
Give me an insight engineering difficulty of 2.
Also, what's the scale here? Is my token as high as
It's
my
like
character would be?
so yeah, it's like a standard walkway. So
Okay.
maybe the ceilings are a meter taller than you,
Okay.
meter and a half, maybe.
Did you say insight engineering? Is that the role?
Yeah, if 2.
Some? Ooh, lucky day.
Nice roll.
Oh, and Doctor, you said you were coming in right after him.
Well, I said I was going to be the next one in line behind him.
Okay. So you probably see him start to float before you step through.
I will reach down and engage my magnetic boots first.
Rix, where are you? And Rixos are referencing the things you pinged.
Right. How far does the hallway appear to go before it stops, or until I can't see any further?
Um, it's probably about 50 meters down until it gets to what looks like a door.
Mhm. What do I see looking back? Is there anything behind the shuttle that we landed? Oh
Yeah,
no,
it's
this is
it's y-
docked too. Okay, no. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
We
It's
docked it.
the docking clamps are the docking is behind you, so you see into the
Yeah,
shuttle,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then looking down is
Um,
just a corridor into a door.
just gonna say, stand by to the rest of the group and proceed very carefully down the hallway, keeping my weapon ready. keeping my eyes open as I walk down to the door.
And you make it ever slowly to the door.
Clear.
The doctor is going to pull out or open up the tricorder on the EVA suit and start scanning the area.
What are you scanning for?
Life signs to start with, seeing how far the atmosphere we would consider breathable actually goes. I'm going to start making my way down the hall.
Right.
Still
Everyone
no
else
life
following?
signs, Captain.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I'll give you guys a little bit of role play time here as we wait for the captain, as the captain is closing the door behind you.
Actually, GM, Kane wants to take a few scans. I mean, he's just fascinated by this technology at this point. Wants to learn anything he can about it.
Okay, what are you trying to scan for?
Uh, I mean, I guess he's going to go for the most obvious question, which is he's going to try to scan for life support systems, like basically just to see how they've been online for tens of thousands of years.
Okay, give me a reason or insight engineering difficulty of 2.
Ready? Will you take xenotechnology for a focus?
I will.
Honestly, I just wanted to use that. That was the reason for the question. But so take a threat.
I do enjoy threat. All right, gain no momentum. Okay, you're asking about the life support, yeah?
Correct. Yeah. I mean, in reality, he's honestly just fascinated by this technology and is going to try to learn everything he can from it.
All right, let me send you a little something.
He'll say to no one in particular, just the rest of the group. Appears to be a pretty standard life support system. Follows known engineering patterns for this type of thing. I just don't understand how this is still functional. I'm not familiar with any mechanical device that can still be operating at this efficiency for tens of thousands of years.
At least you know what kind of thing it is we're dealing with here. Mind informing the rest of us?
Best I can say is it looks standard. Nothing special and incredibly special at the same time.
Valen's gonna move up alongside of Rick's, and what is it at the end of the hall? A door?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can scan through to the opposite side of the door.
Give me a reason. No, control science. Diff 2.
Control science. Uh, Biology, xenobiology is a focus.
No.
Okay. Uh, One threat for an extra die.
All right, gain a momentum. All right, on the other side of the door, you're pretty much reading a larger room, which looks like it could have be used for like a like a, it has like places for storage, a few doors that maybe lead to large open rooms that you could maybe consider cargo bays.
Looks like there's another large space ahead of us. Maybe a maintenance hallway. Lots of storage around it. Is there a door control or something to
Yeah,
open the door with, or does it
yeah, there's probably a
automatically
door
open when
control.
we get close?
You probably have to push the door thingy.
I'm gonna put my hand very gently on it and look over at Rick's. Are we ready? I'll take no response from Rick's as a positive and just push the door open.
Oh, I was was muted. Sorry. Perhaps, Doctor, we should be a bit more careful considering circumstance. Mr. Kane, if you would be so kind as to be a bit more helpful over here than being less vague about the intention of this place.
Kane will mosey on up next to Rix. Somebody didn't get their coffee this morning.
Just do your job, please.
Is there a problem here, gentlemen?
Not at all, Captain.
Nope. Nothing, Captain.
Mr. Kane, would you please inspect the door? Make sure we don't trigger any traps or leftover security systems.
Understood, Rix. Well, looks like the GM is currently away. Kane is gonna kind of get down on one knee, look very closely around the rim of the door, stroke his chin.
By
That's
stroke his
interesting.
chin, he means stroke the outside of the EV suit's chin.
Yeah. He'll still make the motion. This is fascinating. Rix, after I inspect this, just want to confirm you will be the first person entering this doorway, correct?
Of course.
Kane will
Unless I go
smile.
first.
Doctor, I would suggest letting the expert do his job. Kane will just smile at Rex. GM, Kane is going to roll, I guess, check for traps on the door, or the Star Trek engineering equivalent. Alrighty, didn't even need to make a roll. Kane will turn to Rex. There's probably no traps here. Should be good.
Can I make an insight check on Kane? Actually, what I think I can do is I can do my read the room talent. Very well. And Rix will open the door.
And it opens up into this room.
Rix moves in first to clear it.
Everyone can see it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Kane will go, oh my god, and like run up to this panel with his tricorder out.
And Centura will do the same.
Doctor is going to hang back by the door and be once again scanning for life forms and atmospheric viability.
Oh, actually, Doctor, give me a reason engineering. Since you said you're scanning stuff. Actually, what did you say you're looking for? Just life science stuff?
Life
Reason
science
science.
and yeah,
Yeah. Reason science, but a different one.
reason science. Okay, biology, xenobiology as a focus.
Sure. Um, what is that? 2 successes?
Yeah.
All right, I'll send you something.
Captain, looks like the gravity is weaker in this part of the station.
Well, I should point out that the last section had no gravity.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I forgot that
The
part.
clarify.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Captain, there's gravity in this part of the station. Not Earth standard, but lunar standard, maybe? He's gonna turn off his mag boots and give a little jump.
Right, you turn them off, you give a little jump. You probably get definitely higher than you're used to, and you slowly come back down.
And the air composition hasn't changed either, correct?
Correct.
Could this be a repository for whoever built it?
Maybe. That looks like a star chart on that wall there. And these, and I'll point to the panels above Kane's head, look like biochemical equations.
Is it meaningful to you, Doctor?
This is cursory glance. I couldn't read a star chart to save my life, but I could study that a little bit and see what I come up with. Ensign, Arthur, does that look like a star chart to you?
Is there a role for that?
Yes, there is. Let me find it though. All right, give me a reason or insight with science. Difficulty of you know what? I got threat. Difficulty of 4.
Astronavigation for focus?
I'll actually take that.
I'll generate a threat and use all 4 momentum to roll 5 days.
Be 2 threats, and then all of it.
Well, I already spent my determination.
And then Terrell can assist. Reason or insight science.
Astrophysics for focus.
No.
Take a threat.
No. You're just rolling one dice because you're assisting.
Can I reload that?
Nope. All right, I'll give you some partial information. You think it looks like you think you see signs of a star chart here, but you're having trouble figuring out what exactly it's trying to tell you. Like some of the stars look like they're in position, but you're not sure what all of this means. Like you probably could tell like through your studies that it is a star chart of the region. You just don't know what it means. If that makes sense.
Yep, he'll pass that on. I can identify a little bit of it. It's definitely for the purposes of stellar navigation, but I wouldn't know where to begin with properly interpreting it.
Valen will chime in. Ensign, either ensign, is there a way to tell how old these carvings are, or these markings are? Because if it is a star chart, then depending on how old it is, it might not have accounted for stellar drift.
I think I could give a roll for that.
Okay.
I think that this role would be an insider reason with science, but I think I'm going to keep it at a difficulty 4.
Astrophysics for focus.
No. This is like a dating thing, carbon dating or whatever. Maybe not carbon, but
Quantum dating is what I believe they use.
yeah.
All right, take a threat.
And then someone could assist.
Sounds like a great one for Kane.
Yeah, Kane absolutely assist. Insights. Science. Yeah, and I mean, unless you'll accept xenotechnology as a focus.
You know what? I think I will.
Oh, nice.
All right, I'll give you something at cost here. Unless you wish to spend determinations, but Send this to you and Kate.
The doctor, now bored with the attempts at metallurgy, is going to go over to that panel and look at the humanoid figure and what he thinks are chemistry symbols beside it, and see if he can't make any heads or tails of that.
Okay. Let me figure out what the role is for that, Doc. But in the meantime, you guys have what you could role play.
Oh, Ensign, if you're seeing the same thing I am, this looks a bit more recent.
Yeah, I am seeing the same thing, and yeah, it's more recent.
Huh. Well,
Too.
Kane will, yeah, relay that information to the group.
How much more recent?
Mm, 500 to 2,000 years between.
Recent or old?
Old.
Oh. What Mahawk told me of this structure, that's incredibly new.
There's different constellations laid out here. Could you tie in with the ship's computer and use those constellations as a way to figure out where they came from? Essentially triangulate their position.
I mean, it's worth a try.
And Doctor, you're asking for two different things. So you have a potential medicine role and then a potential engineering or con role.
I'll start with the medicine roll.
That would be this humanoid thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me just a reason or insight medicine.
I will
Gift.
give you reason medicine. Div 2, you said?
Yeah,
Will you accept biology / xenobiology as a focus?
I will.
Ooh, we have no momentum. Shite. I will give you 1 threat for an extra die.
So much threat.
Shite.
You don't have cautious, you say?
I don't, because we didn't have any momentum to use.
Oh, that is true. All right, well, you gain a momentum now. Roll stand. What does patient
Roll
do?
has to stand.
Okay. So you go to analyze that.
Nuri, I forgot this was in my room Christmas.
Let me just double check my notes, see if I can't give you anything else.
Oh, did you intend to send that to me?
Did I send it to the wrong person? Sorry. Ignore that.
Still interesting.
Yeah, you'll hear it in a minute. Now let me check my notes.
Captain, it looks like this image is depicting what would be a standard bipedal humanoid shape, but 2.5 meters tall in that range. Six-digit hands, and I assume the control interfaces are based on those figures.
Intriguing. Is this species similar to one we've encountered in before? Perhaps? Almost seems like they're binars in a way.
3-meter tall binars. But GM, does this look like anything in the Federation databases?
It does not.
I don't think it's anything we've seen before, Captain. As for the roundness of their head, if I remember what they taught us of Earth's history at the Academy, the Voyager probes had a picture of a hairless man on it. So maybe that if they had cranial follicles, they just didn't include them. Our own medical textbooks usually don't include outer follicles as well, so this may just be a medical diagram.
How to work if this is just a probe?
Huh? It may not be just a probe. I'm gonna take a peek at the things next to it that I believe to be some kind of chemical equation. Let's see if I can't make heads or tails of that.
All right. Give me. This is probably going to be reason or insight with con or engineering. I think.
Ew.
Difficulty 3.
Okay, and you said reason and then con or engineering?
Yeah.
I will throw engineering at it. Uh, will you accept research as a focus?
You know what? I will.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right. And what was my difficulty?
3.
Re.
If this was an engineering role, could Kane assist?
Yes.
I will throw a thread in there so I don't burn off our 1 momentum.
I'll still let you use your xenotech, Kane.
Awesome.
Then what did you say, Doctor?
I was giving you a threat since I didn't want to burn off our only momentum.
Okay.
Darn.
It's okay. I made the difficulty.
Woo!
Guys can role play that.
It's Do I hear Kane come up behind me?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I am gonna turn around and, not knowing where Kane stopped, kind of like run smack into him as I turn, going, Kane, Terrell, look at Punk.
Ah, damn it.
Ah,
Doctor, you just cannot stop causing
ah.
me pain today.
You know what?
Jesus.
I'm gonna take one last look at the tricorder. I'm gonna It's breathable in here, and I'm unlatching the headpiece and I'm taking it off.
Roll me. Never mind.
Yeah. Kane's eyes go wide. See what happens.
I'll take a couple of solid deep breaths.
I will say that the air smells slightly sweet, and the air feels very pure.
Good life support system in here. A little bit of an aroma to it. But look at these. I think it's a hieroglyphical language. There's repeating numerical sequences across these nodes. And it looks like if you follow these lines, they point towards adjacent nodes and kind of an origin nexus right there. I think if the tricorder and I have worked this out right, species name translates as wayfinders or path builders, wayfarers, something similar to that. There's a phrase here. It's and over there and up here, but it just repeats: the nexus sustains the wayfarer people across the void. I think that's the. I think that origin nexus or first path. This is not a. This is a very rough translation, Captain. I'm sorry, but I think that's their concept of a home world.
GM, could I guess, ask a question based on my technical expertise? Does this look like a transportation network or a communications network? Can I suss that out?
Um, for a momentum, I will give you that, unless you have free questions.
I don't think I have free questions.
But yeah, for a momentum.
Do you guys object?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll burn it. I think I know the answer, but
Yeah, I think you're on the right guessing
yeah.
path.
Captain, if I were to take a guess, and this is a pretty strong one, this is a transportation network.
And we're shaking.
Doctor, since you turned off your mag boots, give me a fitness con, difficulty of 2.
Oh no.
Very nice.
Holy shit.
So as the shade as this object starts to shake, everyone who has their mag boots on, you're just kind of moving side to side. Your boots are keeping you upright. Doctor, you are really having a hard time staying on your feet. You just kind of trip back over this fall, but you don't hurt anything. Just bruised pride.
Oh, that lacked grace.
Are
Kane?
you right, Doctor?
Yes. I'm fine. I click my heel and turn my mag boots back on. Kane, you said this is a transport hub?
It looks like to me, if I were designing it, it's doesn't look like a standard communications grid.
Well, I got a question for you. Where do you put in the address?
Look to Rex. I don't recognize anything here. Probably have to look around a bit more.
Do we see any other doorways in this room? Oh, I thought that was the one we came in.
One way in, one way out.
Through I would put the other door here
Oh, okay.
from that long hallway. There's probably a few other doors that lead off to there might be one here leads to what you would assume is a cargo room, but it's empty, like totally empty. I think there's a door here too. Same thing, leads to like another large, what looks like used for cargo.
Can I tell if there's life support in all directions?
Yes, yeah. The life support system is running and functional.
Okay.
Like every room you go into, the vents are, blowing out the air. There's a recyclable system that filters it. Like it is working as advertised. And that is the GM's way of saying, stop asking about life support.
Hey, I'm the one without a helmet on right now, so I feel the need to
No, no,
ask.
no, I get it. But yeah, as far as you guys could tell, no, the life support's functioning as advertised.
Alrighty. Well, let's see if we can't find traffic controller.
Commander, you said this is a transitive. Could this be unstable? Given the gravimetric waves you're feeling?
That sounded a bit weird on my side, Captain, but
It's alright.
is the station unstable?
Due to the gravitational disturbances that we are currently experiencing, could the station be unstable?
Got it. GM?
Since you don't have any momentum, best guess to stick with the roleplay.
I haven't seen any signs of instability, Captain. I mean, he'll look around. To be honest, this technology seems, in some respects, far more advanced than our own. It seems like it can hold up to a little bit of shaking.
I'm gonna move up to the next door. and politely knock on it, since I don't see anything that looks like a doorbell.
Probably be that one.
Oh, okay.
You knock and it just makes a dude, dude, dude. You know when you knock on it, but no
Mhm.
response to it.
Mr. Ricks, shall we?
Behind me. Rex will move forward.
All right. Do you open the door?
Yes.
And it leads to here.
Considering the aliens we looked at were 3 meters tall, are we able to see the tops of these tables?
Just barely.
Figure we're all sitting around the tables are like chin height, so we look like children, kind of looking up on the dining room table.
Kane will
Yeah,
look like
figure that these are probably maybe your chest height. You know, if they're 2.5 meters tall, yeah, their arms would probably sit right where your chest would be.
Kane will look like a kid in a candy store at this point. And he's going to rush over to the nearest console and look, but not touch yet.
Yeah, all these panels, they look to be in that alien language that you were halfway able to decipher.
Got it. Yeah, he's going to hold up his
hieroglyphs and whatnot.
he's going to hold up his tricorder and then try to translate what he's looking at.
Give me insight engineering difficulty 2.
Alrighty. Xenotech for focus.
Yes.
Would you allow testing a theory at this point?
Actually, I will.
I will take it. Okay. And then, yeah, you know what? Screw it. We'll get some momentum. Take 2 threats. That's 4 total dice. And he will, what, reroll 2? Nope. Yep, 1. Sorry. Just 1. Damn it.
Yeah, well, you at least got the difficulty. God, I can't type today.
Good to me. Captain. Can't fully decipher the language, but it looks like this console is requesting maintenance, some sort of computer system maintenance. And it looks like it's waiting for some sort of input approval.
We should take linguistic samples and send it back to the Akatsuki for analysis. If we can update the universal translator, might have an easier time.
It's like a standard interface. If it's asking for repair, I might be able to repair this.
The doctor is going to move over to the glowy ball in the center of the room. Have a peek at it.
This is probably their version of the view screen.
Is it currently displaying anything?
Just the surrounding space. You could probably even make the Akatsuki on there.
I'm going to poke at it and see if I can zoom in.
You can.
I zoom in on the Akatsuki.
I don't have a good exterior photo of the Akatsuki.
You have a splash screen.
He's got a point.
This one?
Yeah.
Huh?
Am I able to like zoom in further? Can it go inside the ship?
I have all this lovely threat. I'm going to say it can. And as you try it, I spent the momentum. You zoom in onto a crewman's quarters.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
As you see them stepping into the sonic shower.
I zoom back out.
As you were, crewman.
I am a doctor, not a voyeur. I am programmed to be discreet. Captain, the sensors on this station are remarkable.
Indeed. Commander King, see if you can work with Ensign Torrell and see if you can collect some language samples. See if we can't get a translation through the universal translator.
Of course, Captain. And Kane will pull out his tricorder and do the equivalent of snap a few pics.
All right, Kane, give me Reason or Insight Engineering, difficulty 2.
Man, I'm really getting some mileage out of this. Xenotech?
Yeah.
Awesome. Difficulty 2. Terrell, would you like to assist?
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right, take a threat.
I do love threat.
Nice roll.
Yes, thank you.
Then Terrell, you could assist.
Insight engineering.
Insight or Reason, whichever's higher. Nah, they're both the same. Doesn't matter.
And then engineering.
Yep.
And I just realized I have a
Yay!
trait. Oh, very nice. Good job. I have a trait familiar with alien technology. Could I use that to lower the difficulty on some of these rolls?
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty.
I'll give you a third momentum. How's that sound?
I will take it. Thank you.
While everyone is working, Rix will continue looking for more doors and access ways, and then do some limited exploration.
This room only has the one door.
Okay.
Well, actually, let me rephrase that. This one connects to a hallway behind you that connects to like 4 other what you would call cargo areas, similar to the last one.
Okay, he's gonna go and check out the cargo areas.
All right, I'll get back to you, Rix, in a minute as you're off doing that. There is something I want us in the. All right, and Kane, once you see that, I'm actually going to text you another thing.
Okay. Kane is suppressing his instinct to immediately push the button. Just for this session or for any session?
This session.
He'll look to his left. He'll look to his right. He'll press it. Is this in space or is this on the station? Or I just get the message?
Just the message.
Captain, I'm getting a message here. Repair drone inbound?
The doctor will look up from the globe. Inbound to where?
Well, Doctor, I'm assuming here.
I'm going to use that hollow globe thing, and I'm going to look in the space surrounding the space station to see if I see a drone on its way.
Currently you see nothing on it.
Captain taps her comm badge. Captain Kier to Akatsuki.
Go ahead, Captain.
There is a repair drone somewhere inbound, but we're not sure where it's headed to. Be on the lookout.
Yes, Captain. I will have sciences scan the area and report back to you if we locate anything.
Understood. Away team out.
All right. I'm gonna go with Rick's really quick as you're exploring. So you keep going into these extra rooms. And Rick's, you just find the place totally empty. But give me an insight security difficulty 2 roll.
Security. Mm. This perhaps could be a stretch, but could I use either lead? Could I use lead investigator as a just trying to find out what happened here, or if I can suss out why this was abandoned, if I see any evidence of a rushed escape or a controlled evacuation.
You know what? I will.
Roll 1d20. Okay, I'll give you a threat for bold as well. Just to have all the possible reroll things. Using folk would yeah, leave it. Would lead investigator work as a focus as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say the difficulty was?
2.
Okay.
Reroll a 20.
And then did you give me a threat?
I did.
Okay, sorry. I was looking at my notes. Oh, the 20
I'll
again.
reel that 20 because I do have 2, luckily.
Okay. Where's the other? Do you have 2 rerolls? I know bold.
One from bold and one from my talent lead investigator, which allows me to reroll 1d20.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was lucky there. Ooh, okay.
All right.
What does that make?
So you start looking at some of the different hieroglyphs in the different rooms when you notice this pop up on your feed. Let me send that to you. Whatever the hell your name is out there. Sorry, I'm giving information to a lot of people, so things are getting lost.
Mhm. Okay.
And this is just from some of the hieroglyphs you see, not in the first room you're at, but one of the other rooms.
Hmm. Okay, interesting. Ricks to Captain Keir. I found some, records that indicate that this place was, abandoned about 500 years ago by these wayfarers. Apparently, they departed for, I don't know where, but they seem to have been very enthusiastic about it, calling it the Great Migration to some place I cannot translate. It appears that they've left this structure behind for anyone who wants to follow in their footsteps. Last record was 500 years ago.
Intriguing. See what else you can dig up.
Aye, sir.
All right. I think we're going to enter a new scene, but we're going to head to the Akatsuki really quick. Where I believe Commander Mahawk, you were given a task.
I just lost Foundry.
Huzzah. But you're here, Mahawk?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still on the Discord. That's working for me.
Okay.
Foundry is being a different.
All right. Locks will report, sir, I'm reading an energy buildup approaching.
My local internet has tanked horribly.
The who?
Local internet.
My local internet. I just ran a speed test on my area. I'm at 1.5 megabits.
Yeah, I think the winter storm is starting to play havoc on the interwebs.
That or everyone has gotten bored and resorted to the internet and it's sucking up the bandwidth on the network.
Maybe a little column A, maybe a
Little
column
column
B.
B.
All right, but Valen or
Yes.
Mahawk Locks will report to you, sir. I'm reading an energy buildup approaching the structure.
What vector?
Vector, you say? I can't get a good reading of where it's coming from, sir, but whatever it is, it seems to be building up about 100,000 kilometers from that structure.
Building up. Define the nature of the energy buildup as best you can.
It seems like maybe a subspace corridor. Very much not really understanding what he's seeing. That was more of a guess.
Understood. Continue to monitor it. Direct one of the probes that we have in the area towards it if you can.
Sir, there's something coming out of it. And on your screen, as you redirect the sensor probes, you see like what looks like a type of wormhole just open up and a ship fly through it. And it closes behind it.
Akatsuki to the captain.
Go ahead.
A rift in space has just released a small ship headed towards your location. If this is the repair drone which you believe may have been on its way, I might recommend undocking the Aero shuttle lest it decide that it has become a foreign object on the station and destroy it.
Understood.
We will continue to monitor the situation. USS Akatsuki out.
All right. With that, we'll head back to the station. The captain having just gotten off of the comms with Commander Mahawk. Rix is not here.
It's an Arthur. Head back to the air shuttle. Keep it docked unless that repair drone gets close to it.
Understood, Captain. And he'll head out. Back for the air shuttle.
Oh, Doctor will walk up to the captain. Captain, with your permission, I'd like to return to the air shuttle. There's not much more for me to do here. I'd like to start pulling, pouring over the little biological data we've managed to find out about these wayfarers.
Understood.
Thank you, Captain.
I have no idea this is coming through because Discord's lacking again. She walks over to Commander Kane. You wouldn't happen to be responsible for this, Commander?
Uh, in a way, Captain, the uh, the button was technically tapped by my finger. I'm assuming that the captain is staring straight forward at Kane, hence the silence. He'll take the opportunity to boop her on the nose.
I swear Kane wants to be court-martialed.
He'll get there eventually.
Yeah, my Discord on my end seems stable. It's 105 milliseconds, about average.
Yeah, it's good on my side too. Around 30 milliseconds.
Isn't Indiana the place that got hit the most with this winter storm?
A lot of snow up there from what people were saying.
A Hawk 208 team. The repair drone has arrived at the station.
Understood. If you got that.
I did.
Yep.
Captain, do you wish us to try and intercept the drone or allow it to perform its duties?
Allow it to perform its duties. Don't interfere with it.
Understood.
All
We
right.
will continue to monitor. Kotsky
I
out.
will I will narrate then. Mohawk, you are monitoring the probe. You know, you have it pulled up on your the view screen.
Hmm.
It starts to move toward the station, and as it approaches, it comes to a stop. You know, pretty close to the station. You know, probably 20,000 kilometers or so, and it lets out a pulse of energy toward the station and or toward the structure, and completely engulfs the station in this beam. The beam lasts for maybe 15 seconds before it cuts the beam.
Ensign Locks. Was the station just scanned by the drone?
I think it was, sir.
Very well. Hopefully it does not view the occupants as hostile.
As you continue to watch, maybe 30 seconds later, you see what looks like a shuttle bay opening and several smaller drones, but in the same configuration of that larger drone ship, exit maybe about 10 to 15. It's hard to get an exact number. And they start heading toward the station individually. You know, much smaller, maybe torpedo size.
Intriguing. Helm, have the distance between us and the object.
Aye, sir. All right. Back on the structure, you guys can start hearing exterior airlocks opening, and you could start hear the hum of several things flowing through the structure. Not in any of the common access areas, but more like
Jeffrey's
the
tubes?
honey yeah, like the honeycomb behind the living spaces. And you could hear like beams come on. You could hear what seems like replicator systems, transporter systems, and it's pretty loud and pretty intense. And as the work goes on, especially those that are in the control center, you could start seeing more and more what you would assume as systems turning on. I'll allow for any role play with that.
Has the areas?
What was that?
Has the same thing?
Oh boy.
I think you broke up on my end this time.
Oh, you broke up on all of ours.
Oh, this is just my mic. That's not my internet. Uh, did the same thing happen where Rix is in the storage areas?
Yeah, you can hear all this too. Um, you think you probably hear it more below you, Rix.
I'm gonna. Have I detected any other unexplored areas or doorways that we haven't gone through?
No,
That
as
would.
far as you can tell, this is it.
I'm gonna head back to the main or the control room, I guess, where the rest of the team is. Somebody threw on the lights. There's a rumbling coming from beneath us. Take it that's bad.
Those would be the repair drones
Oh,
that
Rick,
Commander Kane
we don't know if
activated.
it's bad at this point.
Ah. And what's our rules of engagement? Rules of engagement.
Watch for now, Commander.
Aye, ma'am.
After about what you would estimate about 15 to 20 minutes, the drones stop and they all start to exit from the exterior. Um, Viewing from the Akatsuki, um, you see one final pulse come from um, the drone mothership, I will call it. It sends out another beam toward the station or toward the structure, completely engulfing the structure. It turns off and then it turns back toward and starts maneuvering toward the direction that it came from as it moves away from the structure.
Mr. Therick, begin preparing a probe. If the drone creates another tear in space, perhaps we can send the probe along with it, find out where these go off to.
It'll comply and prepare the probe. Back on the structure, you start hearing a hum start to turn on as you start seeing systems and lights and panels turn on. And this hum starts to get louder and louder as it seems to be building up energy. Outside the structure, this buildup will happen for probably a good 2 minutes. Um, on your control panels, you start to see what look like power levels reaching close to red line levels. The hum gets louder to the point where some of you might have to cover your ears a little bit. Finally, Kane, you notice that the hum stops and the energy discharges, and outside the station, on the shuttle, and in your in that little view screen, you see this coming from the exterior of the station.
I'm assuming we see that from the Akatsuki as well.
Yes. It lasts for a few seconds before returning to normal. Maybe about 10 seconds before it returns to normal. Then a few seconds later, one of those light beams hits an area of space directly in front of the drone ship, opening up that rift again, and the drone ship flies into it.
Mr. Thashan, now.
This is going to be control security, difficulty of 4 to try to get that probe through.
Alrighty. Will you accept targeting systems as a focus?
I will.
Security.
Assisted by the ship's weapon security.
Okay.
No, it's a probe, weapon science.
Weapon science. All right. Targeting systems is a focus.
Yeah.
Three threat for 2 dice.
I do enjoy threat.
Re-rolling that 20.
Go complication.
Habitable.
Boo. Just need weapon science, please.
Does anyone have the arrow shuttle up?
This is from the Akatsuki, not the Aero Shuttle.
Oh, that's right. Let me grab the Akatsuki really quick because I lost all my own things when the foundry thing crashed out. All right. Weapons science.
All right, you get a momentum. He launches the probe, and he's able to get it up to speed just enough that it'll enter right behind it, trailing that drone ship to wherever it's going. I think
Mr.
the thing that
Locks,
Captain
record.
posted is a pretty good idea of what it'll look like in there, for sake of not having anything. I think that's a good depiction.
Mr. Locks,
And
make sure to record all data from the probe until the event collapses.
almost instantly, I would say in a matter of less than 30 seconds, you start to receive telemetry from the probe in a system that is 5 light years away.
Akatsuki to the away team.
Go ahead, Commander.
The repair drone has retreated back through another rift in space-time. We were able to launch a probe to follow it through. It's reporting telemetry from a nearby star system, approximately 5 light years out.
Understood. We're gonna finish up here and then we'll head back to the Akatsuki.
Understood. I'll begin. I will have Helm plot a course for that star system, ready to be executed upon your return, Captain. Kotsky
I'll
out.
wait till you mount.
Mrs. Walker. Or Mr. Walker. Mhm. Please plot a course.
We'll stick with the away team.
If there is nothing else left to
GM,
gather here,
now that it looks like the station's back online, ready to go, uh, Oh, did we get lag?
I think she's lagging behind. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, Kane is gonna take another pass at the language on the console. See if there's anything interesting.
What are you trying to find out?
Honestly, just what the current readouts are on the station.
Give me an insight engineering. Let's call this diff 3. You gave me all this. Diff 3, comp 3.
Got it.
You know, I got to spend some thread here.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I gave you enough of it this session, so can I use familiar with alien technology to knock the difficulty?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Xenotechnology for focus. Take a threat. And yeah, will you accept testing a theory?
Yeah, I think that applies.
Okay, that'll be my third dice. So for 4, take a threat and I'll burn a momentum. I will re-roll one of those.
Gain. Well, after that, you gain 2, so you're maxed. Okay, I'll just narrate this. Kane, you start going through each of the panels, looking at what they're saying. The one you're at, this one, seems to be an overall station. It's like the update of the station. It tells you the status of the systems of the station.
The status
The
readout.
the other 2, you start to you notice that they appear to be connected to 2 other structures that are similar to this one.
Got it.
And that
Could I?
the drone ship went through one of them. You know,
Got it.
went through one to go to the other one.
Got it. Wait, so just to be clear, one console controls where the drone entered and the other one where it left, like it exited?
No, so this one is connected to the one that the drone flew in and out of.
And the other one
I'll
is
I'll call it
another.
node 40. I'll call it like basically Nexus 48.
Got it.
This one is on another one called Nexus 46.
Got it.
Oh, so these are effectively status tables for neighboring connection points.
Good guess, yeah. You could role play with that.
Well, team, he'll call the captain over. Captain, it looks like this panel, he'll point to the one on his right, corresponds to a Nexus 47, which is what the drone has visited. And then he'll point to the
48.
next one.
We are at 47. The drone came from 48.
48, sorry. 48, and then he'll point to the other one. That would be Nexus 46. And apparently, these might be control panels to manage that transportation.
can you find a way to integrate all of them to figure out the network node for all of these?
Can certainly try.
Hey, just
Kane
let me
will.
know what you're trying to do.
So, per the captain's order, he's going to see if he can work with one of the consoles to basically, to the captain's message, build a map of all of the nodes and their coordinates, specifically with like the home planet in mind.
Okay. This is going to be difficult because you failed a few rolls.
Sure.
Um, give me and I got all this lovely thread. So it'd be difficulty 5, complication 4.
All righty. Let's see what I can do here. Okay, so Xenotech for focus.
Yeah.
Okay. Familiar with alien technology, knock the difficulty down 1.
Yep, diff 4, comp 4.
Okay. Testing a theory for third dice.
I'm going to say no because this is a different thing.
Got it. Okay. Let's see if I have anything else here.
And remember, you
The-
have 2 points of determination because I gave you 1 to do the thing.
Very true. So, I mean, would you accept something like computer expertise? Because this is technically studying a computer system to understand how these things connect.
No.
Figured I would try.
Too bad you can't get Arthur in here to help with astronavigation.
Yeah.
Or see if your science officer has something useful to help with.
Terrell?
Mm, I sense her out.
Looking at her sheet, she doesn't.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's use determination. I mean, at this point, mission directive or exploration is the blood that fills my veins.
Yeah, that one would work.
Okay. So I just clicked
You are
that.
exploring this.
Yep. Okay. And then, so take a threat for 3 dice. That'll get me the bold engineering. And then, yeah, just because 2 momentum for 4 dice.
Right, and then just don't forget to tap that you're using a determination.
Mhm.
And then remember, it's a comp 4.
Yep.
Jeez. And then was Terrell assisting? She said no. Okay.
I don't need it.
Well, it's not a case of needing it. It's were you or not.
No.
Okay. You gain a momentum. I have some info to give.
While Kane is doing that, Valen's going back over to the Hollow Globe, and he's like trying to zoom in on the planet they think where the area where Node 48 is.
Okay. GM, if we do this, would we know the origin nexus? Like the pathway to get there?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's clearly mapped. Okay. All right. Captain, I think I have something for you. Kane will bring it up. Perfect display showing all 218 interconnected node positions. Just to get creative, he'll pull up a "you are here" arrow for where we are, and then origin nexus for what he's determined to be the origin. So, Captain, we know where it is.
And for a for 2 momentum, I got some more info I could give you.
Send it my way.
Don't think was listed anywhere else.
Let's do it. And then, yeah, while you're typing that, I'll bring up the connections from 47, where we're at, to 46, 48, and shows the connections as active to those two nodes. Looks like we have our target, Captain. And it looks like there's ways to start getting there. So it looks like all of these nodes are positioned in a 50 light year area. The origin nexus looks like it's approximately 25 light years from our current location.
Do you think you could replicate what the probe did and open up a wormhole to that area?
The GM? I think I can, right?
I'll tell you what. For the rest of your momentums, I could do you better.
Well, before I drain the momentum pool, guys, are we okay to do that?
Go for it.
I say okay.
This sounds important. So yeah, let's do it. So GM, to clarify, I think I can activate basically any node in this network as needed. Captain, after scanning through this network and cross-referencing that with what I've seen on the displays as the drone entered back into the system, I think I might have the access code. We might be able to turn on any station that we need to as we want to.
Hi, Commander. Let's get back to their shuttle and plot our course.
Alrighty. Kane will definitely click Save As on his tricorder with the map information, the coordinates, all that stuff for the node network. And then also record, I guess, essentially the passphrase for activating these Nexus nodes. And then just, yeah, gather up as much as he can before they head back.
All right, you gather all that stuff. You head back to the Aero shuttle per the captain's order.
Ensign Arthen, begin undocking procedures, and let's head back to the Akatsuki.
Sake of time, what I'll do is I'll throw you guys into the briefing as you are, as you know, after you dock and all. Is that everybody? Am I missing anybody? Kane, I'm missing Kane. There you go.
Kane is going to deliberately take a seat right next to Rex.
Musical chairs in the conference room.
And I'll leave you guys this ending scene to figure out what you guys want to do next.
Kane will lean forward. Well, we find out yet again that there is not a computer network, human, Vulcan, whatever, xenotechnology that can really resist my ability to access it and some would say own it. Kane will bring up the entire network node structure just to show everybody who is both on the station and off the station. All 218 network nodes. This is the origin nexus right here. I think I can access all of them.
The question becomes, what do we do with this network?
It seems like the network is stable enough to transverse, I am debating not to fill in the request with Starfleet to investigate it further and traverse the notes to the origin point. After all, we are explorers.
I would
For
concur.
Starfleet's general mandate, it would be logical enough for us to seek out and explore. However, I do want to remind everyone of the extraneous circumstances the Federation currently has with the Klingons and the looming threat of the Dominion. It would not pose well for the Federation to acquire new enemies at this point.
We know the location of these nodes as correlated to modern star maps.
And we'll look to Arthur. Sounds like a navigation question.
It would certainly be valuable to decipher these star maps, but it would require significant expertise.
I believe it should be a priority. If we are to traverse these nodes, as the captain suggests, it would be beneficial to know where we are going. Randomly appearing at the
I can reach out to some former professors. Perhaps they have some insights.
Only case, from what the data that Commander King collected, all these nodes are within a 50 light year radius. And the origin point is roughly 25 light years. The Akatsuki could easily travel that time in a day at our max cruising speed.
I will point out there are several things within 50 light years, including Cardassia, Green Space, Zenkethi Space, and several other minor factions. Again, I do believe giving priority to mapping the locations of these nodes before we traverse them would be the most sound course of action.
I know the DM is AFK, but I believe we mapped them. That was the role Kane did.
Oh, I thought he just found their locations. Like, in reference to the network itself, not in reference to real space.
I mean, like, knowing exactly what's there is going to take some, looking into your records and stuff. But you pretty much have the locations. You just, who knows what's there.
So we know if the path that we're going to take is going to take us through any hostile territories.
No, it's like a 50 light year area, so it's all pretty contained in this sector.
Okay. Well, then, if those are addressed, Mahawk will change his statement to, I believe Starfleet Command should be notified of the existence of such a network. At the very least, it should be studied. If Mr. Kane has invented access to it, as he says, then it could be utilized.
Then it's subtle, I guess. I will fill out the request with Starfleet and prepare for an expedition through these notes.
All right. Any other RP?
I'm good.
All good.
All good here.
Right. I think with that, we'll call that the end of 47.